So we're going to continue with the our health education. Someone will say every Tuesday, no, yes, a nurse is for, a doctor for, and one more share home, yes, every week, at least once in a week. And because if you have the education, you are enlightened. Because we are in the mental health awareness month, yes, my crado. So now last week said this week you want to look at a holistic or general view of what mental health awareness is all about. So let me see, I think I have something here that says Mental Health Awareness Month, observed annually in May since 1949, aims to reduce stigma, educate the public, and promotes support for mental well-being. It highlights that mental health is a fundamental component of overall health, affecting millions, and encourages sharing stories to turn silence into connection and community healing. Mama Kwaba. Edikai mamenhwe na ye omunchiacha obi ansa na ya share ase any enkomo no. All right. Okay, all right. You edikai yo Madam Jewel Salifu, health promotion manager or any ya nurses for Madam Doris Sama Aqua, on a public health officer, the Bro Health Center. Madam Aquaba. Pacho kasama mic no mami why. Bibi aboko de. Yes, ntiene de public education de beje bibiri wa ene. Wa be de e ma nkosa. And Madam Ama Botoku Asare, also a mental health officer in some government hospital. And Nsawam in the studio, Madam Gibila Kubura, right? Kubura, she's also from in some government hospital, yes. And Madam Omane Achia Benis. Yes, I think we listened to her last week. It was very, very exciting and very, very interesting. And our chief of staff, yes, he's also in the studio. And then I say, "Oh, spread the cash." Am I? Oh, yeah, sana. All right. So, Edikan and yes, that was mental well-being, turning awareness into action. Madam, Patron, come to me some at least overview. Yeah.
Okay. Afebia ye month of May. Edisi ho ebo adwemu apomuden ho dewuro. Enti enumu an ye rei a ye guso edi ho enkomo. Na afie ye theme that's on the mental well-being for all. Creating turning awareness into action. Yeah, can you na say enkomodile ni edi a yabode wura emre no aso se no ye dan edi ema afoforo hu se nkomo na ye di no yate ase na ye nim ne ye afie ye team no ni nyina.
Wow. How important is this particular team looking at and you say we need but turning what we know into action? I can my member.
Pacho hu hia bebre anope mechia yadofo nyina especially mental health nurses nyina with district team. Yes, all hands should be on deck. Obia so na awareness no yemfa wi pepepe. And hu hia because as at this time cry still ebinum into mental health asam you. Ebinum egusu practices stigma yi ebinum gusu the one some hihya won ho enkrofo depression suicide kosro entin ye koso a boderu no because ehun hia senya be ya no hye baby kura last person will know say mental health ehun hia senya be ya ono so nya wate no obeputu into action na enya effect papa ewo na braboso entin na yegusu yenti ehun hia pa.
Good. My main Madam Gabriela ho efa education awareness say yebetimi ehu ana yebetimi atiase say netie so that say be a touchy man enko ya we can go to the appropriate courtesy. How important is that in terms of the public education?
So that is why we are here this morning, to educate public. No, you go so bohunde will say mental health day, any mental illness. No, it's me to be it's me to maybe see any, will see any, and me healthy, me okay, but no, I can be in that position. And we are here to educate public. And say ubi. Adwin bibi nkoye wo bi adwin ho a eno nche say nipa ne wose yi ne totwene and I said that person should be an outcast. E was say mo bi aye nyina ye betimi de aboa nipa ne ye boa no ye twe no ben ye ho said ye be that person will also be helpful in the society and to the family as well. So that's why we are here this
all right, madam, my member ho efa your friend is saying in terms of the education, how do you start or where do you start it from? Me can't say because anything be related to the mental piano na canino and I say those are the terms we use. In Tama it might not even be like that. Some might even more serious than that. But the stigma and the kind of words we coin attributing it to it, people find it difficult to walk to health institutions and say no, I want to seek for help.
Mental health services, you are extending it to the doorsteps of the people.
Good.
Whereby a village and a facility there's a mental health officer and a mental health nurse ubetimi access him anytime we hear the services. We also do school health services. You go to the schools, co-educate and kolano about mental health issues. Your core community in terms of home visiting to visit families. And you're doing more about mental health. Your core your CWC sections and the unit, departmental unit be a Ghana health services. Because they are extending services to the doorsteps of the people. But be a wobia access to mental health education. And it's a Baraka FM radio stations say and then my opportunity I can was and also take near TV stations you can was you call out echo di home komo and post say you typical Okada stations we organize them now you educate you about mental health. Adwene ho etimi etochima ebribia sene ye nsatimi ye ye nan timi ye etire no so ehon so etimi etochima enti se obi adwen ho ka na enkyere se nipa no onka nipa ho biem there be na atochima ama ne niye bi ayeden asesa enti ntem no a na esese yetimi ekọ bia ye bekọ akodi hu nkomo na emoa ewo ho no yetimi ede amasa onipa
madam I remember what efa omo say bia no we've been able to observe say there been a niye no ekere say nyama nshara nkoyi na maybe from the family level people have not really taken it up, but neighbors who show concern say oh okay they want to do that. Which aspects of the health institution there say immediate place to take that person to?
The immediate place is the hospital.
Okay.
By this time, no, we are liaising with the spiritual leaders. No?
Okay.
It's ebi wa almost sanko camp honum ebi wa mpai boy seniade. That is why awareness ne eko bebia. It's asofu ne bi wo hokra na say omunya cases na omu befreye na yakone no akoye. But the best thing is to come to the hospital. Say we neighbor be a prompt about a relative be and now a family member be ne conditioner. Na yesomu ye na ye de achi because edu time be na say bibi koso a wona wo ben nipa no agise nipa ben wona betwe wan adwen asiso but because of stigma attached to mental health no onimpa say clinic be ben no mental health officer na mental health nurse bi wo ho but ofere so be pie nu akoka se bi a me baby me kunu me yire bi na ehhehye ho se fere bia nim se wo problem a health centers ebin benye clinic ebin benye hospital kese ne so ewo ho bomodian tu anamo bie wano ka bibi no bia nsom ne yemboa wo
na mami ko madam Gribela in terms of the I watched the video, not now, it's been a while, where on the streets, I think whether it's an organization or NGO, they go around but the way they take care of them within a short time, you could see some of them, it's like either say it's a neglect and not caring for them that lead them into those things. And they said nako for instance hospital for them to be treated. But say the person is talking. And it's so revealing that the public, everybody now begin to watch. It's now quite nipa him say wabodam, quote unquote, how we say it. Now gradually the person begin to give the necessary information that they need to. So adversely, they know that okay, maybe out of A, B, C, D, let's take the person to this particular institution, or that is for the person to be treated. The public, like you said earlier, how often do you have to really show that care for people who are in need?
I think
things related to the health, your first and mental health.
Yeah, I think always. So as we were saying earlier, since the person is part of a community, the person is part of a family. Say ebia that it would go extremely, or best say you'll be a dear, will be proud, will be a community into ebia nye ubisuani pe and a best safasa loss no. It might be an outsider, so we are also campaigning say or do biara. And more biara walk out the betches and call for you know. You can show them that love and care. Sometimes they don't need much. Just a little love, a little care. Do be DB and mwake to a beer or the bebwas and pay can go a long way to help that person enough. You know, Bibi Kakra, just as you were saying, NGOC, it wouldn't be a one day wonder. It be a continuous thing. NGOE action or with no another time your community and family we can give them food, we can assist them, do one or two things. People say gradually they become okay, they become stable, and in nearby they can do to benefit the community at large and the family as well.
Madam, now we can say when what are some of the causes of this?
Medas yadiyama bebre na edepa abrabom nsem a part of it, which is stress and stresses. And yama bi ni ateti bi ayekum etimi de ohawi eba esanse eba ne saa e de adwedwen ebeto adwen no ankasa so enti se wantimi anhye wo ho so andi wo ho so andi nkunim wo haw na abamu na. That is when we get to that area. And then hereditary and so one aspect ye ebusuamu asem ye sha ye wonyawa bebre a wabusuam yemfa diabetes in example yemfa hypertension is only example, and also yare bia ebetimi awo abusuanim. It is a one or two people being asa or how ni bia the possibility say abusuano and ye maybe one tune ho amfi ho a wo betimi akomu no and also high ye won yare wa bi ho so a and also etimi de ba obi te say severe malaria and prepi ye kase ebi mu enya high fever ne ade wonya malaria na affect part of the brain na. And also to me the sa or hawi and so eba and some normal yatomun 10 time and also etimidi adwen however empo se debi wo hokra na ofili so we na de makwa yie bi ana asem abi atome na mame no mu nsakakra wo wutimi hu se ensakraye ebi ba nipadua nim ema se wani ba ho so anema bi ana waye no wo wutimi hu se na nkanse se eye den eba ne saa yemko apemfo no nso obaby wo ha ofa nyinsan a instead say immediately hu se ne bra pa ho a obekọ hospital no onko enti adwemu ha no bi wo ha yetimi de wo abofra no esese wo kɔ uji wunro ye kire wunuane a wo bedi utwa wo scan e woni ma bebre a wo beye empo bra a wo na dru so no kra no esese wo kɔ hospital na ye hwe na wo tena fie ne ye o chim a ebia abofra no o banyina wabre o ye delicate wa hwa na ne ti no so ayeden akoka enti eniema we nyina etime de adwemu hawo no ye den eba enuro bi so ayenom enu nti na ye ko hospital a ye prescribe ye drum ma ye dosage ebi wo kra ye do wait na hwe ansan ye de drum na ye den amam na wo be hwe wo se mitini
no local ones na say general
both
okay
na local ones no kra de ehu de kire say dodo na dosage nhyeda enka ho ye nhwe weight ye nhwe wo muduro ye age ni nyina ye nhwe nti eno an se kobu cap ba ko na ye den nanom ubesho obi ho so na odnom eno so efra hospital edro no it doesn't work together like that nti ensese ye de ye pe efe edro bia obi o se ya no eya me ya dodo nti yese me mfa mienu no ma fa me ensa obroni say too much of everything
obese ya no nko preko pe
enti me nko preko pesa o hawo na nkasa ewo ho nti niema wenum nyina etimi edeba empo wo abofra na ni hwemu no ankoyie ye frɛ bibi developmental milestone abofra bia ne ba bia odu a ene niema esese oye enti sa ahyase no wanya good nutrition amma no ne ade a ni nyina etimi ema sa niema enso etimi ba
madam how do we handle it like so kano say be at TB maybe it say aware be nkwala be sika femu how adia abron onipa no so there's nothing the person can do to resolve it by sort of maybe finding a way of maybe a counsel somebody to talk to you and what have you there be na emre bia no na I say akojinsem and also how do you really manage that
we have a saying say problem shared is problem solved and okwan bia asem bia ne kwan a ye fa so a ye solve this time over your hospital setup now ye were counselors ye were psychologists ni ade nyina e wo ho but aya obedwen say me kwa akoka ma asem yi say na nipa no behu me afa enti no de asem no e hyehye ne ho but enu so no emboa you have to identify who stress ano anti the can say about stresses and stress stresses ni ye niema na ekofo ha no ede brown nti e was say wotina sia uhu wo stress ano uhu say me ade ye mi sikasam ekofo ma na me mood asesa bi wo ho amintimi nda because madwea ma mitina ye den abre wadwea abroso uti ye wo jaw obi so wo ho a onu anya dwuma donso won so oni time odididi oni time od rest ni nyina ebu afa ne so obi so wo a eye family stressor ebi ye community stresses ebi wo a eye ne friends now for so timi ko fa stresses ediba so when you identify what stressor then you sit down say adi we kwamben so ene me fa so solve
like personally
okay nia e affect wo mood no ebi wo a wo hu so bi kire won sunsu amako na accept say bia yes say no what na say ahwe enti say wo problem find the right person na woni no enka wasem say woni okwa akoko bia obi share wo problem no eno nkire say bia obi bete wasem o enu nti na wo say hu say nipa wo nya TV3 nipa wo nya Baraka FM ekoba bia obi ana anu yedru ebetimi aye wo sofo ebetimi aye wadwuma mu panyi ebetimi aye wo maku panyi se loans awodiji ye wo group leaders ededa no obetimi no obi edi nkomo ne wa kyerɛkyerɛw na emom ni se wo pese wo do house hye wo ho se wo nkoa obetimi asolve dia enyeje enti ma kyerɛw ye wo hospital counselor psychologist obi a se wo hwempo na wo de wontumi a just walk to any of mental health units and na facilities no hwehwɛ nurses na wo hon oni won di nkomo ye be direct you as to what to do.
Madam, is it that we've lost the the God factor. And internet be a baby bar. I say, Nebi, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Meanwhile, no him say, Juma, we and this how much I receive. Maybe Juma, this is how much he brings home, and this is maybe the budget for the family. But ni party me di be etun hu so no wa dwen hu sa so no enye. So I don't know. I'm just asking this because both of them related to the God. At least there are certain things that we cannot do. There's nothing we can do about it. Into the either say be a we nyamisuni dia ne jama nyame anase na ka no na wa bonfire fa ho. But quite often we don't really we say we are godly though, but balance at the critical moment where we want to listen to the creator, we don't do that. I don't know, in terms of public education, so maybe why I said the tuja for our listeners to know. So in that regard,
in terms of the religious aspect, will be an in OGD. It is a Yamina Ujinidia or the revision, say a other partners so you put your feet in that. But then so we should know that some of the things are a bano and yami ebeye, some of them a marketing kitty be adjustments to or lifestyle one casawuni pano, Niama Bakumi, Nubia obey assassin, lady abro. That is why nowadays our major focus, even though a general way, we are on the youth because of the access to social media, the GHS, the SHS, the things they watch, the things
the
they
see, fake lifestyles we see.
They feel said that is the reality of life. But come to think of it, Papa B, you see people and what they've acquired. It took them so many years to get there. But youth of today want to use like a week to get to where we'll be there 10 years. It doesn't work like that. And as this goes on, it begins to steal their joy. It begins to stress them out. Media and family say, but so you not say and fire ever far. So as you go on, and do what makes you happy as
know your weakness and where your strengths so that you can work on.
And you work on it, and gradually you take it a day at a time. And you precope and will happen. So a day at a time, you do what gives you pleasure, what makes you happy, and what you maybe our strengths or negativity. You keep on building and you'll be fine.
I'm happy you brought this issue of the youth because just yesterday we had a story where child trafficking units, where the foreign minister together they collaborated with the Côte d'Ivoire, the Ivorians, to get hold of some people who deceive our young ones. Also moko Canada, and moko Pio, or also moko do no, and they say they stress them up and then push them to call their family and say, oh my do baby ntino. I say yem bushafonu seni sika na onsantua sonko enim na omoji scanner. After a while they do same again. Thank God they caught them, but there are lots like you are saying. Ebia ahano o papa no ejuma woye no say the onyani, and that's what the person has been able to take care of you. It's bit by bit, gradually. But say we are penning them, you are in a haste. You penny in the me ya me sanka ese me toka ese me to we so pressure. They think that apart from going overseas, as for Ghana here there, and Sheniha. Ejuma be na metimi ya to sakai. Ejuma be na metimi I don't know. That mindset, what do you do to it? Because the pressure ever. And I do not think that no, we have to go outside. Now so Nisika or the Bekosa Manoni, so what will happen? Somebody will lure you to go to Ivory Coast, to go to Burkina. One go you now join terrorists near all these things. Libya, Omukunta Kwana Kopio Libya. Ghana Hakwa Sanke Kakra. The BOPI, you know, having assurance of returning back. So many other places, but unfortunately that's what is happening today. So I'm happy you brought the issue of the youth. Maybe you can help us, Madam Mamimbrao. Because it will be, for example, I remember there's a community that the assemblyman fought to get some friend is saying placements about government intervention, somebody by in terms of the health workers, teachers, and what have you. And I say, now every month they'll be receiving 600, 700. Could you believe, say, and Kwalandu Dona, the way they shouted on the assemblyman, say, Akwawe, a whole month, let me 700. Just imagine. At the moment, the person is not working, he's not doing anything, and he's not going to even take a car to wherever he's going to. Maybe there's a nearby school government school where the person will be engaged, maybe a health facility, the person will be engaged, and then monthly government will be giving you some allowance. Or see this kind of swallow. Until they need a son be a betting, and I say, "Baby, madam, your pain is there. This pressure."
Yo. What could be? Na near mechanic say, you can say good mental health. And you near my baby.
Wow.
And to say, wow, you're confident. Na de be a spirit war for man.
Okay.
Automatically, no, mentally, you are not sound. And in your mechanic say, I will for Mama, ye educating your man. Yeah, as a mental health officers, we are doing best. We are educating them. And in your schools, you knew moko kasa. And I will for no so apart from your mobile school no. As I say, so you fatu your home say. Ya ni ya mano bekasa. Na ya ma ya mano any aso near a wofono ewo. So ba enu so near ne mame anani parent and ni ewa. Tembiano. Or you're cautious about certain things. And in near maybe as I said, or then who you're doing a shim. And see, I will for babuaye. As I saw omoboye. Mauban who near war. And Colano Casache Roma or Mote. Yes. Quajo, near me woni. Near meet me a yama unswini. Sometimes I will follow your walk, but near many be all cry or cry immediately. You don't provide it. Yes. Send your beya dachi be on one casatene one, and I baby obeko bia ultimate. So when to me adapted to situations, automatically you are not sound. You don't have a good mental health. And tisa I'm afraid you mutimi law munina no mentally they were not sound, and most of them so minor.
Yeah,
18,
exactly,
you know,
exactly.
Omunine susa. Enti adwenu enko enimusa. Enti ne ye be kache wo mo betie, ene ne awofo beka no, eno no mo de be nante. Ama obimpo ba be dada wo ma. Nani ebe ye den, ebe konechi. Enti awareness ne de ye gusu ejinem, ye ka ho asem. Na ye responsibility of the mothers, teachers, ni other people, the community. Say ye be somnia putting into action. Say ne be ya mo frano so ho ebe ha wo musa kwanos.
Madam, remember na very exciting, very interesting as well. All kind Mami Kai, someone I know, a cocoa seller, the woman who sells cocoa. She's been able to produce at least the one I know 2 graduates from the university. One is having even masters as we speak, and yet when he's even free, he'll come and sit and be selling the cocoa with the mother.
Sure.
Yes.
With a master's holder. Like how can intermediate in Eba. For the child getting to be a JSS or SHS, go introduction or class, or very so because be a papa a carpenter, and now semi mammy, and now a shoemaker, and now Tom buyer or quine or ferry because you don't engage your child. This is what I have, this is what I can do for you. Until you appreciate that out of this quality, it has been able to take me this far and contribute. Into madam, meaning public awareness, quite bad never faso. At least to be able to say okay, to be able to shape the minds, because say Obika say somebody who has not even worked before, doesn't have any experience, fresh from school, maybe finished national service, and says that he cannot be engaged and be taking maybe 1,000 Ghana cedi a month. You think that is small? You don't pay light bill, you don't pay anything, you don't pay for accommodation, and you say 1,000 Ghana cedi for a start is too small. Then I don't know how you want to.
Pacho say, Auntie Joker Bibi say, my friend ya was and find your percent or 5 or ya ne famano. In sad way, Nina and Yepe. And then they should know say one thing at a time. Bebre wo hono ma wo ye mofra wo fia e wo suban a wo de wo fie omko abonten so a e wo suban a wo de ti abonten but send nia wo ma me wo o papa wo no se we ena abofra e wo se wo ye ne bo a no de ma wa I think say wo fa so na wo tie wa wo fo na wo so banyin abedu baby but edu tem bi na I don't blame ye mofra ni bebre. Parental control ni bi wo ho a eya na akofrom and abufra bi so ho no matter your parents ni be ye no no bi si ya what it fie yi obe hu suban ahoro amofra no ebe da adim efie bi wo ho a omo nyina ye career women and men papa soro anopa okọ my so sorry oko just to bring something home. Abofra no so aye gya no ofie na afi wanya freedom. No no so re nya open. Enti abofra bia ho so oya abofra. Be content with what the parents give you. So obomodia na so wotina as abofra usua de no ama abofra bia na so opie bi enlure wo into substance misuse or your ban so a teenage pregnancy, promiscuous living na. You see say den kra na you make it because when I want painful no omo bro. It's not easy but omo bro won ben no be hu parents need to be what comparison and the critics and na who say mami asimasiba and okuta way flashy car and okuta laptop abe and now parents need be crowd bobosia wo manchen. Imagine a parent asking a child to give you 500 cedis, give you 400 cedis. Abufran a juma bang in noise. And to say we a parent now we fear now be the assets be fear or banner the life be eba. What's nasi almost say me be and you say na me children. Nasa we compromise now we compare no to other children near one penno and no na obenya. And na parents they be they don't observe on mofrano, especially where they say be monim mofrano be no kwa one die no demo if you ye kakra into onwa one privacy onwa one life will lead abofra be betimi ahye danim misuse we alcohol trauma but the parents who didn't know onko dem ho Nidiane say one more before Nidiane.
Mancho no ba could be cry kasai she's been taken to the no for treatment. Like I say, only baby but because of Yaman are dying, say on one dying. Adam for no sa no call back. And nobody checks in. Sana they were on drugs before they realized it was too late. Less than 18. She's chese yentimi nyana adwinbium. Ya mwa ya enyi yeda. Now she's on treatment.
Parents need be wo Mako school there's not even a single day I will rescue where bisa never perform.
Onim the teachers.
Onim the class teacher. We bisa ne say oba no course ben no yeah. Just the results no or the ba. Sebi nyina yanko school. Enti kakra won so betimi no education wise on te brebia sia. Facture obi a ono so na nya bie kakra wo book same no wa guide o so you also use that and impart it on momofra no but say bia mede na go to school mu nya obeye bia emfa me ho
na who say bia for some of them they think everything that the child needs is in the school. So she doesn't have like I say as no, they don't have anything to do in terms of some guidance and I say to strengthen say obia the actual school kwa there be fi hadie we na ekọ school the enquire memfa because maybe it might even be say be akwa no wante ade na yi ana wante ade na see yi and all day ba so if the person is child is bringing the result from the school which is wrong as a parent because you already have a hope say there be school can provide everything and everything that the teacher or the school gives no okay now I say misleading and kwala
that is also wrong education say no mofra no omusua nyama bebre but parental support no ene ye key hwe say abofra di no homework aba o me de fa kwana nya aka no kramenti ase fa ko bisa wo teacher enso ye wo GHS 3 ni bi wo fie wa wie school enti wona wuntimi no adwoa abena kofi guide wunua class 1 ni no so ye de enye bribi enti ubon say sesian if you on everybody has a role to play but say we a parent now be you when you say teaching doesn't do all they will still come back to us. Teachers have their role they are playing as well as the parent plus the children to have their own basic roles. I was say then yes see etimi hwe na say any year I just have before no nkasa na adwen say saa no be the trend ekwa social media no ni pn esai mofra no say parents no so to me yere won ho a saa nyama na be kofom kakra ne ye ho ahan.
Madam mama this opportunity I want us to so that the rest of them will also come and give us some take before we take leave of us here. Yes. I think last week there was a story we read in the newspaper. Someone who works in the bank and minim say bia is something he's used to doing. Wako isika no nyesika kitwa wo and they acquire betting, thinking that be we nina or this kana are returning. I say I don't know, you know, the bank they effectively they check the account. Yeah, check here, you know, are they see there. I say betting and fa and the demands, and they might be some way in say someone working in a bank. Just imagine, it might not even be earning much, but at least to get to that stage in crown, coming from wherever you are coming from, no, and can say so in kakra, but still no, and so ni o isa fa kwan bi so yisika anya onisika o anya bank kwan nisika amanfo sika a o mo dia ba bank ho ade akwa bet ni so amfa. They see ya chi udi ni ngwase to your family, to your community, in fact to your country. This betting and semi so minim say is also a contributory factor, because some of the family and then some of the mothers I know, they even encourage their kids to engage in the betting, because omeni that's what no say obedi ucha obedi they have a particular song baby. So madam minim, how do you help us in terms of the public education? Because pressure na but I say now because of materialism no ama bibia agency. What do you do to be able to deal with this particular issue?
So I think it still boils down to the issue of contentment. Same here when you best so near or and how you know our relationship with our parents, no, what they are observing, and then you bet to say is the right thing. That's how powerful the mind is. Into no say one TBB as when who ye are interpreting ye. That's the odon who question because don't say as soon as ye way no onya say into the mesumini mikoma I can get double of it. Now odon who she be sometimes even move to addiction. And exactly. That is a serious way to win because if you ask one of the hardest thing you can overcome is one of the hardest addiction. When you get addicted to something, it is really hard to overcome that particular addiction. So when you get addicted to that, not say contentment, then we are fighting two battles at the same time. So we always say this: say parents, upbringing, your children should be your best friend. We all have a role to play. It's not just the parents. The community has the role. The tutors have the role to play. But what not so no only omomon komo. It's near obet show ma omudi no omubenia ebeka. Into my pons go abene den ye chill. But down for wasted then because if you are not listening to them, now who enough for only be influencing kolana. Bibi you call now the year where juma last you pay a bigger price than a juma now although energy na a shame. So we are still saying be content with what you have. Let's share the good and the success story. And yet Prekopen and Nipa ever sorry and one day like it's just grace. I don't know how many percentage but it takes gradual efforts, persistence, consistency to get to where we and yati baby youth no should understand say yenti bilonia bi obeka so the bet in the better than bilonia yenti bi that yes it is just the small ones. And even with contentment issue it comes in because we do one see the bet now nya 10 cities after you want to move to 100 cities do the 10 cities then na abeka shame. And if it is not happening you begin to borrow from people. It puts a stress on you after one obia sound but people say you become a lot burdened and it affects you psychologically. Now if you the work with you to be able you didn't wish to be there. So
yanko for solution quickly before Madam Juwera Chief of Staff Aba. Yes. Solution back one mechanic say maybe the PPP. Yes. Okay. The place. Okay. The people. And the playing material. All right. Sanya mami saying ye dear to swa ebe boy baby. Because baby I would agro echo as I say wo hwe ye. Say enye maybe wo hwa emwa wa as I say utimi as an individual and are the people that you play with nipa na oni omo edi agoro no esuni eben bi a emwa no ese se wo hwe sa nipa no na wo twe ho so ye den
if you and then the third P is the
play material.
Yes. And near mana wudidi agrona. Unsua bibia mfrim. Emwa wo. Emfa mfaso di bia mwa wo. Sane ma no. Esese wo twen ho ye den efri ho. Ne to so biem. Ne ya me dese. Se ne me kan ya extended services no to the doorsteps of the people into the community. Enti bebia wo be rebia wo hawa. Any facility closer to you, just get to the facility. And more no.
So you can even be a Okada rider and you have maybe some issue.
Yeah.
And maybe you have colleagues who are pushing you to do things, quickly rush to the health facility for help. Is that not what you're saying?
Of course.
Yes. Or maybe you are from within the family. You don't trust anyone in the family. And quickly, you say, what you call a friend saying, hospital.
Hospital. Nurses are there as teachers. Yeah, mothers. Yeah, baby. Nurse Nina will call no only more. Yes.
Why no catch them?
That is it. Because Oko Kakrana or describe So I think health facility best place I will be or how obeti me dene how ako. So on timi mwa crowd be refer to be beer. As I say, Oko na obenya emwa. Enti ye kan nyina ne say mental illness no affect you obia because of your dada juma yedi your stress ayekum ewi asiatete or how yaye madasi or baby betimi aye wo stressa ojo hu a enje ukofia you meet the same ebanu ukun betimi aye wo stressa enti eno no obeya ne den we have to learn to adapt and adjust to situations near maybe wo a you can work around it oya hu bibia enyi enti wo no necessary wo hu kwan a obefa so a wo ne sade ne be den e betena obeye relief medas.
Thank you very much, madam.
Some because senior colleague
seriously
she has said but nyame person me can say mental illness no it could be you. And new penny, a new president, a new obia, may I met him, I know the dindin crash, say, name me depression at the milk, a different condition at the milk. Ain't you shown who see ye so that you don't become part of near ye can. As I say, who be ya, awful say, be yen ya same be near can. Na say relative be one casa and na say be a cotton mental illness ya ye came. Oben say enya fedia grow. Ain't you shown who see ye. Cut 1 year maso cut your coat according to your size or expenses. You send now obey na fa I feel personal relationship with others or be a wadena wumpa in a nice way or be a point power some can but the approach to na some na man as some no to boss explain yourself.
So the could be
nothing so be bad. We should get an work and the listening ear. Eya to boss next year no. Onya peja asem na no wa conclude. E bia na enye sa no ba beka. To boss na yenye helper to each other. Yen support yen ho. Enfa wo sika asem nteti obi and na wo kire no ma 10 cedi and san ko the next day so ma 20. Yeah, juma free your mind. I think says yes anema we nyina na. Ye betimi attend yen awareness no into action.
Good. Your last one. Make us a macaroni.
I think it is okay to ask for help. Protect your if Hona say be sure so as she has said, talk to someone. Talk to someone now who feel say you can trust.
Where I want to even emphasize, I want you to emphasize more is the trust in our health facilities or institutions, you know. Or say because Mikai say there are people who might even be sick. And you say yarena or yareno parana or benum and I say prescription a doctor mama nebe san yario. But jidina o say onyako doctor ani hu ebetono. Because okohwa obenya ebonya kunya na oni nurse akasa na so doctor akasa na yatimi hu bebia problem no. But for us to have that confidence and trust when it comes to the health, mental health, no, I want to be more issue. say the health facility or the institutions, health institution, that's the best way for us to go for our issues to be addressed.
Yes, you can trust the health way. It is even part of your way, confidentiality. And I said
exactly.
Oh, Becca chairman, no banning meaning baby out. It's immediately so you should always come, and sometimes it doesn't have to be say even you have a problem you want to share. You can just walk to the mental health unit. You want to do a general checkup, we should assess you, or you would want to just come and pour your heart out. You have something you want to say. You know, sometimes after you've left the place, you feel say you are feeling better, and that is why we are there. That is why we are here today to tell them say, bruh, and now it's getting better. Awareness, now people are getting to understand it. So most of the hospital, we have mental health units or one of facilities that you can walk in. Come and talk to us. It is okay to ask for help. Sika send ye ni homework, but if you come, you talk to us. Say ye the appropriate channel, and answer the right way we can direct you. We'll push you there so we see say you are doing better and you are okay.
In fact, the woman kwano is better than Sikano because if you have Sikano kwano because how na ono sunu kwano Sikano it means solve a problem. So what you even doing is much better than, because not everything that is money, as we have that, and this way the another problem that we have because if you say Sika you have everything, which is not. Because there are people who have the wealth but they don't have peace of mind. They don't have so it's very important. Thank you very much. Let me go for a short break. Then Chief of Staff now mama, at least a bite Sansana ADC. Yes. I have Baraka 90.7 FM for you go for a short break. When you return, the show continues.
Baraka FM. Wamba say, wow, I was so crying so. When you say, legal aid for saying somebody boha, as I say, yes, Shania Tnasi, near Cano Asumde Quanso. Then so, as I say, ye nim dear Bia, our Mran Hunti, Nako PM, our court. Legal aid for say, send someone now with PM, our one say, Wamba share up wow, I can't amasumde and pepper paye abba. Legal aid for washer, a Ministry of Justice, and our friends, Attorney General Department as say one a Dofsu, Ghana Police Service, Social Welfare, Children Departments, and a Judicial Service, and a one Eddie Jume. Sanya Monato, na senya Woody, na wakodi, Nemo, a yen chantusu, and a wadia also, Nansu Trahubia and ye, now you are Kamafua, and then Naliga Aid Commission for say, to Cabra Wasway, Nafa Wasem no house, no Kodanda, Fabedao, Wababua, Etitra Ajiwe film. Nasa open trade will be a fan, some we are making one. Let me first at home a trophy 03422927224. What is share which you acquire? Open one Nsawam PWD building no one social welfare for and a what dime bakum. Legal Aid Commission for say, your best say, and Brandon Subeye Juma.
Come back a crab, and Christ said, Sanizo, Benamidiana, may you mean self-free dependence. And I'm at the home. Sikawat, I am Tim Giant. Obrasuma war. So I gotta do what I gotta do. God bless the hustler. Now, if I talk, baby, and man, my show was with the basic. Now, I'm in the next, and I've been connected with souls with the bed, you man. Now, the basic.
Baraka FM.
It's for higher Baraka 90.7 FM Mutie free Ahujo Nsawam just opposite Ahimfie or Hona Mutie free. And it's our social media, so on Facebook and on YouTube live. Into more Mutie, yes, Seremo, you know, a family, a relative, a neighbor, someone who is really having a challenge but I didn't know how to do and what to do about it. Yeah, then you are the first medicine. Yes, Momodia recommend the nearest health institution for the person to go to, or maybe you can go and assist the person and the person to come and train. Oh, yeah, I feel no yes, there be. And just say, "Oh, no, panel." Intervention so in Komadi is very, very holistic and it's a general discussion. Here have you on the issue of our mental well-being, turning awareness into action. And be take some few comments from Mr. The only man in the among the Mr. Joshua Julius, yes, and also Eka Omo education, yes, in terms of the Nsawam Government Hospital, over how my education on our health. And Madam Juira, any Madam Omani Acha Benis, right? Yes. I've got it right. Yes. Good. Into the mental health, your friend saying, well-being, you trying to explain to the understanding of everybody. One very, very important thing I have observed so far, and it's people shy away when it comes to some of these personal issues or a how, but on person will be who say or a how. I don't know whether you get me. Yes. So a banasa. What would we tell somebody listening to us in this particular situation? So when we say no, you have to, that in itself is how. So unless you take a step, it cannot be resolved. And then taking a step means you have to go to the appropriate court, that is an health institution. Into a ban is any how will be a bibin or dream or need your bear. Now thank God now we have a lot of across board in every institution you have people who can address this issue. Yeah. Ebanesa, how do we help such a person? How will the person help himself in the first place individually? Yes.
Baraka FM.
Yes, mental health officers no omakasa bebre anope inti me boni tofa ni ayebeka kire saafo ni say se omunya gidie ewemu esanse yafa entitie bebre mu yede ehwe saafo ni nyina enu nti ena ye sister ne eka ye no ye wo code of ethics and I say ye wo enyema ebo ye ho ban ebo ayen na ye ntimi mfa obi enwonsem enkosi baby enu nti no ena un say all kasa no ka bibi fa confidentiality enhu e kan ye njuma die say yedi enhu enu nti se obi enya gidie se hawa obetutu na namo aba apomuden aso especially mental health department no na omni omaba bedi hu enkita ho se ne ebeboa ama ya pomuden mu SCP sabi adwen mu apomuden SCP
na Madajura our social setting socialization can it also maybe a bit me aboa resolve some of these issues because we go to those gatherings but now it's turning to something else because hono acquired sometimes in anka but me adding come with friends and you laugh, you enjoy yourself. By the time you come, more or less you have relaxed. How be but see a genetic problem.
Very kind at TF4 na ya Nsawam Government Hospital for so. Yebeda Baraka FM for some mama ya Kenya etise beka pomodin ho nsem edane da bia ama eboa ama sisi ye hu se apomodin ensem na ya yebetena ha ye kan nyina aboa ye bebre se ye kasa mental health na ana se uwo issue bi na nkakane no uwo asema ye di ko asori fie ana se ye di ko imam fie but se na kwai ti se perceptions na ye wo bebre no ntino yentimi nya saa akwenya ne biom na nka asori sofo expect say anka asori ba dane da nyina obeba asori bia no obebo afore bebe tumbre ma asori asori ba no entimi mu afore aye den esese obo amma sofo no kra ni do bia aye den ema no kwoti o se obenya asema odi ba akoma sofo no se onka maw enu kra die ebeye din ebi eye din some beka na say imam no beye den beka ebe din say imam no beye den betumi aka because no na expect say o ba e di bibia ba be wo ba ye no wasama oba be campo no obeka ohaw na ye den na akire no onya mbre kran ye den enti o obeka so o me kra minansi kwan so ameko ba bi ntu na ye na akire na o ka kire na bia wo sori a wo kofie onim ne ebe kwa akwa den ebe kwa kosi ebiom enti enka besre atie fo ema ebe sre ye mpani fo na mo wo ye mpoto mun se bia unua bi wa ho nkire bi mu ananse owo haw bia nyaso netie no untimi nya moa bi kramfa moa no krampo no afutuo na wo de be man nkranhye na wo de be hye no kra no eno kra timi man nya ahonde foforo enye se obi wo ho no wo mani sika ana ne ho ntono nanso no oni ne tenase na mudi nkombo na wutie ne hawa owo mu na ema ono so timi ye den enya release bi ewo no ho
Joshua, how does sharing your personal stories or struggles or your strengths and your weakness to maybe your how does it help? Maybe your children or dependent people who depends on you. Because these are some things that I could tell you that a contributing factor, because there are children who don't know their parents, and there are parents who don't know their children. Why? Because of this, there's no connection. So how best, maybe you can even go beyond those who depend on you. Say how be aba. If he said it can be a spiritual, it can be whatever. But the way you address the issue and bring examples about your personal struggles, you've gone through and say, hey, and they didn't quite solve.
Okay, so I think a problem shared, yes, it's not a sign of weakness. If you are going through something and then you decide to look away from the problem, you don't want to talk about it. In a way, you are not doing any good to the situation or the problem. Yes. Now, rather you are worsening it. And in this area, with me baby, me new baby, and maybe people around. Sometimes you might not know. Maybe as a you might just in a way try to share the issue with the person, and maybe a symbia or beka cramp on a beye a rechiche at the amount. So okay, then it means that I do we are me fame no, I can navigate myself around it in this way, and then I'll get what I'm looking for. Also, if obi beka nasem at the tremia recently, like I have this nurse friend who is complaining of anxiety. Yes, she even I had to call our friend Mrs. Yakra, but then I couldn't pick the call, and I started also niti and then all that. She initially had issue with like a marital issue with her husband, and then all that. And always I avail myself to her, talk to her. She feels relief and then all that. But I say, if it is the past issues that are now like having effect on her, she keeps complaining. Then I keep assuring her. Yes. So I think when you share your problem, sometimes regardless of the person, you can one way or the other find solutions from the contributions that they might give you at the end of the day. Yes.
Madam, I know of people who came from Europe, some from United States. We went to a conference that was the National International Conference Center. Yes, that was I think 10 years ago. They came with these people from Ohio University. And I was so shocked. Why? Because they appreciate what we have. Because say oh good morning, heading. A neighbor, you don't even see the neighbor for so many years because time I walk on time no that. So but they at least answer no be na ntia kofa card there. Good morning, obedi there. Bro, so I don't know whether we understand that these things also help. I don't know, that's my perspective. And one of them was telling me that, in fact, when you go back, I'll come and I'll relocate. Because I say, you can socialize easily with people.
Sure.
But and also contribute to this racism. I say white and the black differences, But I had the person that didn't even know you cannot who I person or child or who to say I said to socialize. How do we? What do we do to continue on that tangent? Because gradually we're also shifting from that. I said there will be a unlike before.
Say no. Asetena anymore no. Aye BBA ho.
Yeah.
Say obinya jide wo mu na nso nya dide wo obi mu. Nso sesi a yenye mebi ama yenyina Baraka FM yenyina yemu ama yenji ye hu endi. Meka si ya ye brother ne kan ne so sometimes ebinum wo ho no ma yen as health workers yesuban bi a ye denedi ewo sometimes ye important and as a health facilities eno nso ebonkrofo bi hu ema omuntimi emben enti mede fem se ye apomudin adwuma yeni na se ye wosa suban bi sem anati bia bi sem a se ye hwe na ye twi ye ho efri sa suban ni se ne ebetwe enkrofo aben yen amomanya gidie wo ye mu no matimi ni yen ababedi omo hawo enkitam to come back to ni awkan se sia no se ye suban na ye danedi no emboa ye esan say esuro bia ba be hye mu ehun bia ba be hye mu say oh me ye we kra we be say me ye say we kra say wo hu but say kane no ni ayen awofo no anase ni ayen dikanfo no ye no say ye ma saade no etena ye mu sanyama we nyina hye ase efie entiti ya ye de ma ye ma awofo bi wo ho a sabi ohun say ne manu eye shronko esen afoforo ma
don't relate to these people, don't go closer to this.
Enti na omo ma ho kwan say omo ni omo bedi agro awofo bi wo kra ohun se ne ba ni sabi obi ba edi agro kra the way a obetwe ne ba no ana ebufuo kwan so we nyina a kire nkwara ne say se ye kan ye ho be nipa ho anase ye ne enuanom nya enkitawo die papa enu nti we no sa suban ya ye kire ye mmei eno na ma yen youth ana ye generation sa kane no edo no ye twi ye ho afi saade no na misusu se enya ade a eboa ninti na se ye kire ye ma no a kire papa se se hu nua a uchia no ana se wo ma ni ndi agro.
And no, so is it because of what we watched some African movies obi di sika ma wana onipa no wayera akwalabia kojisika it's because you see those things and say debi upie obi mouse ka menji o upie na papa bi ma biscuit bi menji but can you do it something like that we eat like ibia baby I come di baby ibia obetimi didi and bibiensi basa o kan say na esuro bi wo ho wan hwe ye na oba no akofa ya ere bia
no make asese ade asase no make asese ade wi ase aye hu say funny say oba ne begigi ska won krofo ana o mbedi nkrofo aduane ne sanyama ne de eno enye ntizie papa na mum no ne say obenya good interpersonal relationship with others ne de so ma akora ne hu say eno enhu hia pa because unim breku a wo bekwa akwakyereo a obenya wonua mo a enu ti sa relationship no se enwo ho no senia at least wonya wonua bi mu a wo baby a obenya samoa no efi
so sincerely I'm say baby I don't know ebia collectively how that the maybe the mental health department relate to other stakeholders like Sadika and Wedika to schools, chiefs, churches, mosque, and other places, so that you could have this in Kitaudiano any idea about Koso. It shouldn't be only when we have the monthly programs within a year. But any idea, it was maybe the most considered, okay, maybe within this month you want to have an encounter with the mental health, so compared to my education on 2 or 3 occasions. A church will also invite, a school will also invite in one of their gatherings, then they give the opportunity.
Okay, yeah, a woman say you perceive your call sorry, and I say mocks and I say schools now. A very important thing, because schools need DNK was say, Danny Denina, Nanka Yanko Hon, Nanko, the Yanko creating mental health awareness, debia, because in we here pa. The India American Sanka say a brevia, see a co schools, and say, on the schools, and say, no, Bibia Quacoiska. And abo frebi wo honso no ebia ne parent no mo hyedan ye de enibi even book kra mpo akola ne de be ko school be chiro mu kra no onibi na the way na teacher ne nso betimi amon treat abofra no enam se ne ya wonni bi nti no sanka ebia sabi obebo abofra no ambo obemo treat abofra no ebi wo kro betimi apam abofra na fi classroom
obi anim se
sikanti na wapam abofra na fi classroom. Ebi abofra ni book kra be chiro no kra na the word na obe use am abofra say mofra no so ye wo mo no me smart obe hu abofra wo 4 years asema obe ka bi oba obe ka ne san pepepepe a chira awofo no aya ye best teachers for no so enti na mental health unit no so ye best ro mo say dani nyina mo na ye ntiantia e wo schools and since say bia other places that asori and say your friend is saying mocks no so e wo mu so mbe ko mocks and say wo mu so mbe ko asori be mostly no e schools no na problems ni dey efi for example say endra me ba small boy efi school by osema onum say do na omo cheye no o kan wa irehum omo che ni nyina wie afede ka ase no ana omo de ma me ama me real ho ye me say adentia osema minimo enti san no ma we nyina no so no etimi ma mofra no so ye dey
why me?
Yes, why me? Adenti na mo ye me mfefo say ana me nko ade mo ye me say oya abofra o 4 years and so timi hu sasen we na say ye ni ye enti na akwene some challenges bia eba na adwin mu wo de nam enti amana am feel happy sa akwapim so mapon school na ide abafie enti e best school authorities no say omuntimi moyen ema ye mofra no so ye de entimi embra envi omo envi how be enfi omo so sa how nkitin enfi so and some schools be nso no teachers for no mostly no more motivation enti wa bofra no be school bia na oni motivation wo de ye kan krofa ye mfa onye de enka ho enu say ya na affecting bofra na adusua mprempi no abofra no tumi no say na adusua ko na ni betum brebe won say we osaye de osa e ba form biom enti ye besre mental health for no say omomo na ye ntiantia e wo schools no pa na asori fie nso ye besre wo mo so obi de ne how e be church of mama a me pa cho so wontumi mo no credit no crime che no kwanya obetumi afa no ho be hia no
me pa cho me ka kakra kan ya mi sister ne ka all right me fa sa akwanya we so na mabo ye community health nurses wo ye important ye communities in mo abaso ye school health no services no me say ade koso ade koso na emom no say be ye dodo no na afein so no schools bi wo hono ma omo ma ho kwan say health workers beba ho ababe ejuma most especially say you do some vaccination time periods
private and public
some private schools no ebi wo hono ma omo ma ye ho kwan say ye beba ho even in vaccination kwa fa see a bequaquaye screening ni other health examinations omo kwai enunti ye bestra it's part of ye juma ye
and so e card isuanum kwa ho and so ka ho
as health workers and as a school authorities say health worker about with letter and an ID card no ba say or ba be ye apomuden ejuma wo school mu some of masa afo ne ho kwan na omutimi ebeye ejuma no afein so no say ye omu ye wo shape coordinators omo hwe san nyema we nyina so enti before wo be call school no say unhu say wo be hu saafo no sometimes no ye call in our own authorities but say unhu na omo so omo ni school ni ending kita ho say oh that say asomesi ana obenten ba ho ne yen aba besua apomuden wade na omo so omo de nyama agu akwan mu amaye enti no menuano health workers say ye tu anamon bi sa say ma school for empenifo no oma so tese ne ombema yen ho kwan ye timi akwakodi dwumadie bi etisa e wo schools.
All right, Mr. Joshua, I think my last question would be in terms of the mental health, how costly is it expensive for treatment now?
I think that one
the mental
they will be the best people to answer that. But then
the cost involved.
Mental health enye expensive.
Okay.
And I sisters in the kind. You can go to it's in the communities. It's at your doorstep. Ain't no so wo how bia enka sesika semunti no menko apomudin aswe. Enye ni nyina na ye edru. Ebi wo ho a eye kasa. Ebi wo ho a eye bibia obekire wo. Ain't no mesre. Mental health is not expensive. Enye expensive pa. Eye kasa. Eye adwenkyere. Ena eye tibia ebia wunua ne beboa wo apomudin mental health no obeboa wo ama watimi efiri mu. Enti sa wo tibia bi mu sa fa hye wa adwen mu say very affordable enye expensive. Ne boye fo. Enti no sa wo tibia bi say mu a bomodin ase obeba apomudin aso na ode wo aba abekire ne eno edi enkita.
Okay, so I think enwana wakan. Yes. For it being expensive or not, I think the first response is for you to seek help. Yes, that is the most important thing. Seek help. And you just walk into any facility and then you go to the mental health unit or section and then you pour your heart out. Let them know what you are going through. Then how best they can assist you and as help you out of it. Nah, yes.
All right. What I have here, they said only about half of those affected with mental health issues receive treatment, often due to stigma.
Yeah.
Say ene yabra boyimu and I say your community name.
Because like Sawobekano, quite often people attack like they make reference to AB and him say, oh, okay, he asked me for treatment. Now I say, oh, say, mommy, I say, not you know, counts hospital.
Say obi
because of that, you know.
Say obi I
don't know. That's the import of that's where you get it.
So obi wo how be na say be our say me come how and na emfi so ma me ho ntome. Obi o tinche no mami I don't know kasa bebre sa de na adwin ye adwuma na. This is amra na me kasa na mesere no obi bisa me say ene ma mfa meduru no. What I say? Obi wo no okasa na waye release. Oye okay, o feel okay. Enti na yesi dani da bia no so wo kwa adwuma na so wo kɔ baby akasa necessary o how bi wo mu a etimi de etimi fi. Obi wo no wo stress bi wo ho obetina wo din the more na wo ti wo din the more because me de me kɔ shedan mu a aya me dwin bebre.
Me say I want to be left alone, please. I want to be alone.
Me dwin kra ma adwumbo ne kra be simi tim say me ntimi ye de me ndi me ho awu. Ebi wo kra me otimi tina say and do me koda man to me gin yes afa me hwe me man pa na me hwe me ho asa me praise me me money nyina ni ewu won won te se nipa bi sa obetena won che na odi nkomo a enye nkomo na wo di no ana wotio nanso no ways na o yusu no ena ese won peke entempana na waboa na mo solvent na se nka se wase mesi opekasa dodo e de na osere se ne chamber kwate ana anase na wire ba ko yin ejuma nti e besira tie for se onu obitia aya steady ni kasa enka nche ne so kasa dodo enka se mami ya de na osere sa da bi ense bibi na ye den atu bibi nti na bibi amana ba ne sa ti ye besire atie for se abena brebia no mama yendo do ye ho yenka ye manso nhye yenkyere ye made ye wo mo nkyere se dia omo ye den omo pe se wo ka banku na wo ma wo banindi enka se ya mansa ba di fried rice nti no ba no konkodi yenya se ye hye ye ma se kwajo e ya sori ko pe ejuma ye enforcing sa oni ne bekasa wo kwan a wo de kwajo bekasa amanati wase eya
ama be we do there da be na ware
da be we do there so utimi ko chimp na o ne pesi kabra fie enti na wo kwa chimp na be ma na wa kofa na be na ohun be ma na parents wa bonti a office obetimi aboa no be abraham akowram no hu sa be ma yi ontimi moami o yefunu nso aba de na besi
you coming back to the stigma no say sorry empem bebre no yetene ye nsa wo afoforo so omo what be bi mu say obi what be bi mu a enye ana o how bi mu a empem bebre no yetene ye nsa wo isa afo no so ma asema meka ne say yenya yeta yes anyema no si yejai isan say de o how ebre nkofo na omo saati bie mu no ena me eya me ka say apomuden aso eyefo nso say ekwan a yebefa so a yebeye yenyema unse obi wo ho a owote bie bi mu onene ne tempotem enso no obeka kire obi say aso mesikura o yeseyu sabi o HIV sabi o na adwim kanu ya amohwe mu husu yi o ene sa anyema no ye nipa yes unse sa na ema onipa no wotibie mu a ontimi odebi oka ne ho hye ontimi yi ne hu pie enka se oni gidie bia omu sa ade na onya gidie bia ema wonyonko apomudeni adwuma yeni enti no sa nyema ni nyina ema etwe omu entwe omu emben nti say ye jai sa nyema nyina say we health worker say we citizen normal civilian what and as even cry ye schools ni mo a ye schools ma hu say sebio ebinum wo special mo ye special children sa for no bon say ya mo akonwa ekosi baby na omo ye eyino akonwa wo baby ebi mo cry ye ka omo say omo mingle with the other colleagues na ka say oni ni di agro e be sign no obenye bi na bo se na school fo no so twetwe menya sa hu sa situation ni bi da ni nyina emwa even cry ya sorry dem ye mosque ye babe un say inkrofo bi o a ye
begin to discriminate isolate them separate them
emwa say ye nyina ye nipa ba ko sebe ye bibinti na sa nipa no akosa ate bie ni mu say ye ma omu nyina hu say sebe omu ye nipa omu kan ye hu ye ni omu nyina ye bibia yi inti ne si ye jai sanye mana ebema omu nso omanya gidie bi na omatwe aben na omatimi ne edi enkita hu biara ese omuni.
This is last word nedesi.
Okay, so I want to conclude on this note say far or how be more if you are going through something seek for help and don't say bia me come as emchre asimesi yes or be kwakwa Tommy and say if you think you cannot believe and as only mean Chisanipan India, just find the nearest health facility and then go there and then share your problem with them, and I think you would get solutions to it.
Eti FM say na de enkomo no enkomo ye nyina me ajude say yasua bibi efrem ntino de mimi edi besi no say ye nhye no so say bibi say no at least even observation and I say we hu bibi and I say obi nani ye wa down for neighbor obi a oni ni school and oni ni adwuma kindly offer to help the person. Obi okwana ebia obejuma na ebia ni sika okuta nkwana ayira. You can support the person, help the person and take the person out of that particular challenge. But be individualistic that be too no honorable who said there be you cannot do that. Until let's offer the help and then share our stories and then share and then care for each other to reduce this. But in terms of any assistance, get close to a health facility where you'll be helped in terms of your mental health being into komo and then komo DBC ye da mu nyina se empanyifo ene omobaya ye ni omo di enkita ho e wo fie ha madam mame nhyase ni from my madam Omane Achia Benis, yes, and Hajia Zuira, Mr. Joshua,
yes sir,
my chief of staff,
correct,
friends said Gabriela Kubra, any Madam Ama Botoku Asare, ni Madam Doris Sama Aqua, on the public health officer Dobru Health Center. Yada mo se nyankopon hira mo no mo ban na ejuma mo ye no so de ene ka no aha mbanya ketua no ha nyansa na esoro mimi nkaza esoro ho kwa nyankopon hira mo no mo ban mai na mo nkoso na mo nso me man Ghana etifo aha na de enkomo no DBC, thank you very much for giving us this education on our health. On behalf of the entire crew within Ibao, Fatal Yusuf says, stay blessed, stay out of trouble. Continue to listen to Baraka 98.7 FM, the station. God bless you.
Baraka FM. I know I want to go,